So the battle of the baby mamas is going strong and heavy because Chrisean Rock is coming for Jaidyn Alexis and she is determined to humiliate Jaidyn publicly. Chrisean recently announced that she is pregnant with Blueface's baby again. But what makes the drama really insane is that Chrisean brought receipts to show how Blueface is thirsting over her and how they still nasty on the down low even after he proposed. And child, this is embarrassing for Jaidyn. So does this mean that Jaidyn is finally going to dump Blueface? Blueface and Jaidyn have been engaged for like 5 minutes and he's already out here embarrassing Jaidyn. Okay, raise your hands if this news shocks you. No hands. Yeah, thought so as much. Cause we could all see from the very start that this was not going to end well. Cause fans were talking about how they were probably not even going to make it down the aisle. But honey, we never expected their engagement to last only a couple of business days. Now y'all know how Blueface proposed to Jaidyn last week.
Love Jaidyn, right? Love her. Y'all know this is one of my dreams, right?
And then
well, people quickly caught on that he probably proposed because he was trying to make Chrisean jealous, or he was trying to secure the bag because Jaidyn signed a very juicy deal with Columbia Records.
Wow. What do you like the 5 bags? What do you like best?
Big J, Big J, Big J.
And then each of these are the recording.
Blueface kind of made it seem like Jaidyn got signed as an artist, but we quickly found out that she only signed some type of deal for her song Barbie. Now, I'm not trying to hate on her because it's a really big deal that she's probably going to make a big bag from, and I can't hate on that. But people were convinced that Blueface's intentions were not pure, and it didn't take long for him to prove us right because he's back to embarrassing Jaidyn in the worst way possible because he has still been hooking up with Chrisean, and she is allegedly pregnant with their second child. At least that's what she says. What makes this especially wild is the fact that Chrisean literally had a baby about a month ago and now she's pregnant again. I mean, she and Blueface have been fighting since she gave birth. So when did they even get a chance to make another baby? Child, these two been playing in our faces the entire time. Y'all know how people were talking about how Blueface only proposed because he wanted to make Chrisean jealous? He even threw some obvious shade at Chrisean after he proposed, saying, "I got somebody who ain't ever been with nobody else. Nobody can't ever say they had my wife. I won. Jaidyn got 2 kids, 1 BD, and a ring. She's really her for real. Follow behind these girls if you want to. I got a real B. If you got more than 1 baby daddy as a woman, you are." Well, I think his disses were what finally made Chrisean snap because she finally came out to admit that she is, in fact, pregnant and that Blueface is the father.
Plans to have more kids? Do you want more kids in the future?
I always knew I wanted to be a mom. I always knew I wanted to have 12 kids. So one down, 1 on the way, and what's the math? 10 to go. So
Blueface didn't deny this, and this was the first sign that Chrisean isn't capping because we know that he would have been all up on her and calling her out for lying. But the story gets even wilder because Chrisean has pretty much exposed Blueface for proposing to Jaidyn for clout, and she even went as far as to claim that the ring was actually meant for her and not Jaidyn.
oh, damn well, that was my ring. Man, people be trolling, right? And I don't troll for real. I just got receipts and I be telling the truth.
This kind of adds up with what fans have been saying from the very start. And while Jaidyn was out here flaunting her ring,
Hello, mother.
Beyonce, bitch. What is that, 30 carat?
fans noticed that the ring appeared to be too small for her, and it's so tight that her finger is starting to turn purple, leading fans to believe Chrisean's claims that Blueface really did propose to her with Chrisean's ring. But hold on, this is Blueface we're talking about, so y'all know that it gets much worse. Chrisean went live on Instagram to claim that she and Blueface had been together the night before and they had gotten intimate.
I think me and Blue want to leave each other alone. We really do. It just never will happen. I can't give him what he wants. He can't give me what we want. So we just have that toxic ass sex. That toxic ass nigga, I ain't never leaving.
And she didn't stop there because she recorded a video of her and Blue on the phone where he was trying to link up and smash.
I'm not a weirdo.
There's no winning with you. I try to put you on the...
She also sat down with Jason Lee for an interview and said this.
I really think you're pregnant, like for real.
I'm fertile. I just had a baby.
I know, but y'all just
And he nutted.
You just had.
So it's like,
He what?
yeah, talking about this is my pussy. Man, on.
Now, you guys can feel however you want about Jaidyn, but nobody deserves to go through this after an engagement, especially a public one. It's hella embarrassing for Jaidyn because Chrisean has been mocking her since the proposal. It's only going to get worse from here because things are bound to get nasty. Chrisean didn't stop there because she then went on and on about how she feels bad for hooking up with Blueface after the way he's been treating her and their son. She said telling him no today was a step, but how do you get rid of a soul tie? I really had to take a step back because still giving a part of me to him is effed up to my son. How I let a man that don't want to be a father to my only son still nutting me. Man, then this man texted me today and I almost fell for that ish. Like, WTF am I doing for real? She continued, I'm looking at my son like, hold up, cut the immature, selfish stuff out. Y'all, I'm disappointed with myself right now. Hey, Blue, go F yourself. Stop hitting me up, bruh. Go find another bee to cream on you. Plus, homie, that ish is unsafe and unsanitary. You gonna F around getting HIV the way you move. Okay, at this point, I think she's starting to kind of overdo it a little with the whole poor me narrative and talking about how she's full of regret. We've seen this happen a couple of times before where she vowed that she was done with Blueface forever and ever and she would never have anything to do with him and all that stuff, only for her to go back to him 5 minutes later and talk about how she loves him and will never let him go. We've seen it happen way too many times to believe her, so no one is exactly buying her lamentations. Well, Blueface then denied hitting her up and he tweeted, if that's true, post the messages. B, get online and lie all day to try and make my wife mad. We over here laughing, finna eat dinner. One thing I find interesting is that he's denying hitting her up, but he's not denying hooking up with her and getting her pregnant again. I mean, for someone who loves nothing more than to drag Chrisean on social media, he is shockingly quiet over this, and I find that to be super interesting because he would have flown straight to Twitter to expose her for being a liar. So him not addressing that situation, but addressing the other situation makes it kind of sus. And y'all want to know the wild part? It's that Jaidyn knows that Blueface and Chrisean hooked up, but she's refusing to say anything because she doesn't want to lose her precious fiance status. She knows that Blueface will end their engagement if she makes him mad, so she's just going to ignore everything as long as she gets to keep the ring and the man. She genuinely feels like she has actually won with Blueface after more than 10 long years, and she is desperate to move from fiance to wife, even if that means that she has to live with the knowledge that her man is cheating on her with her arch nemesis. Well, fans had a lot to say about the situation, and they left comments like, Chrisean really act like these DCBs. They see a man loving his woman out loud and boom, all of a sudden you pregnant just to spite a bee. The last time Blue was in the blogs with Jaidyn like that, she went to go get induced. Like, ciao. Chrisean is disgusting and ignorant. She posted them tweets, video, and fan behavior with Blue. She made it all about her and her pee to spite Jaidyn. That's a deadbeat mom. No one has Junior back. And Blueface gonna text Chrisean the day of the wedding like, this is your last chance before I walk down the aisle. Girl, this situation is a nasty mess. But do you think that Jaidyn is finally going to leave Blueface over this embarrassment? Or do you think that she's going to stay with him like she always does? Drop your thoughts in the comments and then check out this next video.